U.S. veterans from the Pawnee tribe were honored in Genoa this weekend. Nebraska is naming a part of Highway 22 in memory of
Pawnee Scouts and their service to our country, and particularly in the development of the Union Pacific Railroad.
Those Pawnee also defended Nebraskans from the Sioux tribe in the 1860s until they were ultimately killed by settlers. The location of the dedication, a previous Pawnee village, from before the community had been expelled to Oklahoma.
Some of our ancestors are still here under this earth.
In the back of the cemetery was a mass grave for those Pawnee veterans. Their bodies only recently repatriated from a museum in 1995. A descendant of the leader of that group attended the dedication Saturday.
And when my grandfather was born, Captain Jim was 73 years old. So he passed down a lot of stories, and my dad passed those on to us.
He said being back in Nebraska was a spiritual experience.
Well, in some ways I felt like I was home. It's a really humbling experience. I really can't explain it. It felt good to be, back in the Pawnee lands.
The head chief of the Pawnee Nation also showed up, saying these veterans are incredibly respected in the nation.
They were our first soldiers ever in the United States Army. And, ever since then, we've had a lot of our people enlist, even, to this day, my own daughters.
In fact, there have been Pawnee veterans in every single U.S. war, and everyone takes pride in that veteran history. The Pawnee contributions to U.S. history are vital to our culture, Moser says.
If we don't get the story out about how these people served the country, those who knew what they did or had, what service they performed, if it's not told and to the future generations, it eventually becomes forgotten.
In Genoa, Carolyn Conti, News Channel, Nebraska.